RoseAnne Archibald is the new National Chief of the Assembly of First Nations, the first woman to hold this position. The AFN is the largest Indigenous organization in Canada and advocates on behalf of 634 First Nations. But the just newly elected Archibald is having to deal with controversy within her own organization. She joins us now from Ontario. Can you first of all address the allegations of bullying and harassment leveled against you?
It is a confidential report, so I'm not able to address it in any way. And the fact that the media keeps bringing it up is really, to me, speaks to the difficulty of being the first woman national chief or being the first woman in a high-profile position like this, that people are choosing to focus on something negative rather than the fact that this is a really uplifting experience for many women across this country.
Has this hurt your leadership, though, at all?
I don't feel like that at all. I'm being asked to comment on something I'm not able to comment on. And it's almost like certain media want me to have conversations that are sensitive and related to human resources in the public. And that's not how you deal with people. That's not how you deal with human resources in any organization. So I do want to just say that I really am committed to creating a healthy, safe workplace. And that's always been my commitment. I've done that wherever I've gone, and it will be the same at the AFN.
Okay, let's talk about your leadership and your 100-day action plan. One of your first priorities is recovering what is believed to be the remains of children on the grounds of former residential schools. Have you talked to the federal government and the various First Nations groups on how you're going to accomplish this?
Yes, the Prime Minister did call me, and he actually called me to congratulate me, and I was very grateful for that. At the same time, it's my opportunity to talk to him one-on-one. So it was one of the first things I brought up with him. I said, we require resources to examine every residential school across this country, former residential school, I should say, to look for our children. These are crimes against children. They're crimes against humanity. But reparations it's more than just about the amounts that have been given through the class action lawsuit to survivors of residential school. Our whole communities, all of our communities, our whole nations have been affected negatively by colonialism, particularly residential schools, and there has to be reparations for that. And what that would look like really is determined by each region, talking about their own experiences and what they see as the path forward.
Are you confident, though, that the federal government will come up with funding for this?
We just are at the tail end of a pandemic, and the federal government pulled out, I believe, over $250 billion to respond to the pandemic. And so I'm sure that they can actually access funds for something that's really important, not only to First Nations for healing, but for all Canadians to begin to heal this part of our very, very tragic history together.
Chief RoseAnne Archibald, thank you for your time.
Thank you.